Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Season of Discovery, featuring a Human Paladin. If you're new here, feel free to enjoy the relaxing commentary of today's episode in the background. And, as always, I hope you are all doing well, and I thank you for joining me today. It means a lot. In the previous episode, we started off by completing our latest round of quests within the Western Plaguelands, and then finished with a trip to the Sister Zone in the east. After accepting our mission to eradicate the Scourge from these haunted lands from Tyrion himself, we find ourselves over at Light's Hope Chapel, ready to begin our Holy Crusade. We're going to start things off by heading south, with the hopes of picking up our first ring rune in Holy Specialization. This should hopefully give us an edge when we approach Arcanos to earn our next back rune, as well as the privilege to use Avenging Wrath. With that being said, let's get started. It's only a short run away. And there may be some undying very early on in this episode as we try to get this rune, as we're going to have to plow through an army of elites to get to where we need to actually go. It's going to be very fun trying to push through this bastion of the Scarlet Crusade. Let's make sure I got the right spots. And let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. Maybe we'll be lucky and there'll be players here. Doesn't look like it. We'll try our hand at fighting a couple. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how well we do. We do have a slight level advantage here. And if they're all like this guy, then I feel pretty confident. Looks like somebody just came out of there. And looks like somebody's going right in. So maybe we can just kind of rush right in. That priest may be trying to go to the same place we are. Yeah, wow, there's a ton of people coming out of there already. We'll see. We'll take the slow approach for a little while. And if not, we'll just rush in, we'll bubble. We'll get to where we need to be. And we can run back to our corpse pretty easily from there. I have a feeling that this approach is going to take a little bit too long. Yeah, there's already a ton of people kind of waiting for us. See if we can run in and find a nice little safe spot. Hopefully they're not too condensed as we enter Tyr's hand. Now let's kind of figure out where we need to go here. I believe it's that building right across the road. That should be where we have to go, and it's going to be a book kind of hanging out on the bookshelf. Let's wait for this enchanter to pass by. We'll head across the road wherever we have an opening. Let's pull these warders one at a time. I've never actually been inside Tyr's hand. At least for the vanilla version of the game. This place is really cool. I wonder what other kinds of quests you can complete here, if any. It may be a good reason why I haven't been here. Maybe there isn't any content to be had. Although I'm sure Season of Discovery probably fixed some of that. Alright, we have access to the inside now. Let's get this Crusader Strike debuff off of us. Cleanse does work, but I do have to do it for each stack. Oh boy. Yeah, the inside looks rough. I think we can take on 2 though. Let's pull them out. Didn't want to have to use lay on hands there. That's unfortunate. This magic damage that's incoming is just too strong sometimes. Well, let's eat up, let's get our mana. May not have to deal with too much when we get on the inside. We'll see. I know that there are clerics, I believe, on the inside. And I'd rather deal with those than what we've dealt with so far, if I'm being honest. Deal with it taking a little bit less damage. Alright, we're in the Abbey now. It's getting exciting, but also terrifying. I feel like that's the room over there that we need to go to. There's multiple clerics. That's unfortunate. We'll take the warrior first. I'm always glad to get the patrol out of the way. Yeah, I'm not sure how bad this is gonna be yet. Ooh, one of the paladins rushed in there. Ooh, let's try to take it real quick. This is the book. This is definitely the book. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful timing. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here as quickly as we can. We'll learn this rune as soon as we get out. As soon as we get past the wall. Yeah, that would have been a nightmare for us to deal with, even if just clearing out slowly one by one. Some very, very good fortune. Let's get out of combat. Let's get our squire back up. And let's learn the rune. Our first finger rune. Chance to hit with holy spells increased by 6%. That is very cool. Pretty sure I can't use this twice, right? Let's just for science. Okay, it says not cumulative with other ring runes, so we have them both equipped, but I don't know if it's really going to be... I don't know if the second one's really doing much. Still, that is a huge win for us. Let's go face this named NPC, Arkonos, who I'm not sure if I've been saying his name correctly this entire time. But let's go take him out. We are... I really do wish we were level 58. It would be a little... I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. But I'm okay with approaching him now. The sooner we get Avenging Wrath and our new rune, the smoother the rest of our experience will be until level 60. We'll probably end up using the Sacred Shield rune, I would imagine. I'll have to take a look at what else we have. Hopefully he is a physical damage dealer and not a caster, but we're heading up into this area up here. There's an additional quest that we can do here to free the Darrowshire spirits. I don't know if we have an item for that. I don't believe we do. So I think it's just going to come down to killing some stuff. Brauman Mill. Yeah, this is the place that you end up with, or come through, basically, with your DK questline in Wrath. It looks like we're going to be taking on both of these guys. This level 60, while not an elite, will give us kind of a preview of what we're dealing with as far as how often we're going to strike. We'll be able to hit. We're going to want to make sure we're using Exorcism on cooldown for this fight. Taking a quick look at our runes just to see if there's anything else that could really help us out here. I don't think the Art of War is going to be super good. I think we are going to have to take Sacred Shield though, once we get up there. seeing people constantly pass us. I wonder if any of them are paladins. It'd be nice to get in on a group if that's the case. It'll make this a little bit easier. Quick look at where this guy might be. Looks like he's in the center of this little, this is ziggurat here. That's going to be horrific news for us, if that's the case. Yeah, that's going to be really, really rough. But who knows? There's no guards outside right now, so somebody might have just run in and killed him. No, there he is. Okay, this is good. I don't like the creepy golems on the side there. We're getting some lore here that I feel like I don't have any time to read. Okay, so we do have an additional quest to take care of before we complete this. Kill shadow mages and dread weavers in the noxious glade and search their corpses for something that can help you break the shield protecting Arkonos. We can do that. Guess we'll just kind of kill whatever. That's our first spirit freed. We can only do it with the diseased flares, which we haven't seen too much of yet. Let's double check the quest text, make sure we're killing the right stuff. Shadow mages and dread weavers. Let's keep our eye out. Assuming we're dealing with a pretty low drop chance here, so it could take some time. We're gonna get a decent chunk of experience out of it, at least. Okay, we've got way too much on us. Seems like a pretty popular area for the most part. I was expecting this to be very highly packed with enemies. It hasn't been so bad at all so far. Another paladin. Not sure if he's looking to do the same thing though. At this rate, we may actually be able to grind enough experience to hit level 58 before we fight Arconos. These fears have been pretty awful. I feel like I haven't been able to catch a break whenever we encounter any of these death singers. Of course, we're killing enemies right now that we really don't need for any reason. Hope we're doing this correctly. Hopefully we haven't missed the item at all yet. Doesn't look like we have any key items though, so I suppose we need to keep looking.
Greetings.
This one's tough. We're still going. Definitely had a feeling it could take a few attempts, or that there was going to be something that would force us to take a little bit longer to complete this. But that is okay. I feel like we're going to dedicate this whole episode to just getting these massive upgrades. And it'll be worth it. Final back rune that we don't have is going to be the Shield of Righteousness, I believe. Which could be interesting for our prot spec. Not that we wanted an additional button to press, but it could be fun to play around with once we are able to unlock it. Although I believe that one in particular will require some sort of dungeon run, I think. We'll have to see. I think it might also have to deal with the Eastern Plaguelands, but pretty much all the Paladin runes do. Which I suppose is fair for the class. And there it is, the Scourge Shadow Scalpel. We've got what we need. Let's finish off this Crypt Slayer. Let's turn in the quest. Let's make sure we've got everything ready to go.
You need something? Have a good one. Be here.
Yes, this might just do it. Let us make haste back to the slaughterhouse and put this device to the test. This just might be it, Undead Adam. Dalton long studied the cult of the damned and taught me of a number of blessings to use to thwart their magics. Thanks to your diligence in finishing my training, I believe I am now strong enough to impart such a benediction upon this device to purify its magic and use it to disrupt the barrier surrounding Arkonos. Come, let us burn down the coward's shield and end him once and for all. Rewards, Testament of Avenging Wrath, and I believe we're going to get a rune out of this as well. Let's get in there and let's hope that we're strong enough. Maybe we'll take out the golems first, just in case. Probably wise to just not fool around here. With that being said, though, let's put on Sacred Shield. Our mana is going to be a little bit tough to manage, but I feel that it's kind of important. I think we'll keep everything else the same. Let's just take out one of the golems, at least. Oh, there's abominations in the corners, too. It's not something I'm interested in dealing with. Okay, yeah, let's definitely take out all the abominations and whatnot first. And the other golem I'm not super worried about. We can just keep our Konos right where he is. Hopefully we don't get hyperspawned. I wonder what happens with our squire after we're done with this. Do we lose him? Or does he continue to follow us? Guess we're gonna find out. Let's get our shield up. Let's get our seal up. Let's use the item. Perfect. Level 60 elite. Not an undead target, worth noting. Our exorcisms are not going to automatically crit here. But this seems pretty easy. Sacred Shield is just really, really, really powerful. So far, so good still. Big chunk of damage we just took there. This is actually getting a little awkward because we had no mana right now at all. Just pop a health potion real quick and we are done. Beautiful. Let's speak with the squire. At last, vengeance. I can scarcely believe we did it. I cannot thank you enough for the aid you've provided in this quest. Now that it's done, I'm not sure what to do with myself. I've been so preoccupied with our mission of late, I've not stopped to think of what comes after. I think for now that I'd like some time to think. For now, I'm content to continue our adventures together if you'll have me. I've learned much, but I still think I have more to learn from you. So we do get to keep them. That's great. And with that, we have just picked up our Shock and Awe rune. Let's scroll down and take a look at that. Shock and Awe. You gain 100% of your intellect as spell damage for 1 minute when you cast Holy Shock. So basically just some extra spell power, which will of course boost the power of our Holy Shocks and Exorcism. I mean, we don't have a lot of intellect. We have 144. That's still like, that and spell damage is still way more than what Righteous Vengeance is doing for us. Righteous Vengeance is not doing anything. So we're going to take that. And we're going to learn the Testament of Avenging Wrath. Down to Ret. It is 3-minute cooldown, increases all damage and healing caused by 20% for 20 seconds. Very cool. Also causes forbearance and cannot be used while forbearance is active. That's the debuff that we get whenever we use Divine Shield or Blessing of Protection, etc. So that is a little awkward, but that is very classic of them to add an ability such as that. I'm excited either way. Let's pop this. And let's get our wings. That's beautiful. Let's make sure we get guarded by the light back as well. And make sure we get our mana nice and topped off. Very, very cool. There's a ton of ring runes left to get, but most of them we're not going to need. They all just increase, the chance to hit with any given weapon type. So we might want to get it for maces, because I don't think we're going to be replacing this anytime soon. The only way we're replacing Whisper is if we are, if we get a weapon from like Stratholme or something crazy like that. There's basically no other circumstance in which we would be able to get a new weapon. Alright, and with that, the plan from here is to go on an absolute killing spree through the remainder of the Eastern Plaguelands. There's a whole lot of stuff that we need to kill. Just going to do a quick sweep of the area for any more of those flares, because we do need those for a quest. Doesn't look like there's anything worth grabbing. We got one flare here. But with everything else following us, I think we're just going to ignore it for now. It's going to be too much of a pain to take everything on. got one flare over here. I wonder if these share spawn rates as well. Alright, where do we want to begin? I guess we'll stay close to Light's Hope Chapel for now. So let's kill some carrion grubs. We'll see if we can get some meat. I don't know if we need to kill those oozes or not. I don't think we do. So we'll focus on the grubs. We'll focus on some of the plague hounds in the area. Then we'll start knocking off Tyrion's quests one by one. carrion meat's going to be rough to get. We need 15, and we've only gotten one so far out of the 4 or 5 or so that we've killed, I think. Those are not very good odds. But I suppose Blizzard did, by design, want you to grind a whole lot towards this level range anyway. So I suppose it does make sense. This bat followed us pretty much across the entire zone, it felt like. Jeez. We didn't hit it though, I'm surprised it leashed this far. Alright guys, I think that is going to do it for me for today. A lot of progress has been made. Super awesome that we picked up a couple of new runes and Avenging Wrath as well. Should suit us well for the last couple of levels. I think for the next one, we have 2 options. We can either A, fulfill Tyrion's requests and basically slaughter everything in the Eastern Plaguelands. Or I think for a nice change of pace, we could also head over to Winterspring for the first time. I'm okay with skipping Sithilis entirely. We don't need to go there, but I don't want to skip Winterspring entirely. So we could do an episode or 2 there, whatever it takes, before we head back to the Eastern Plaguelands to wrap up everything, but we'll see. We might want to end in Winterspring. It might be nice to hit level 60 in a place that's not so dismal, but I suppose it would also be fitting for us as a paladin. In any case, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.